What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Celio's Network. Today we're going to take a look at a Rillaboom VMAX deck that I have made for the Ultra Prism through Rebel Clash format. It's kind of a preliminary deck list, and I used this in an exclusive gameplay video over on my Patreon. I'm doing one exclusive gameplay video a month over on Patreon. Now that I have more than 20 patrons, that was one of the goals I had posted, and we achieved that goal, so very happy about that. If you're interested in the benefits over at my Patreon, link is in the description down below. And also, before we get into this deck profile for Rillaboom VMAX, shout out to PotownStore.com, my lovely sponsor, and the best place for you to get ptcgo codes, especially now with Rebel Clash coming out. And be sure to use code Celio for 5% off. Let's get into this deck profile. We're starting off with a 3/3 line of the Rillaboom with a Voltage Beat. And Voltage Beat, once during your turn, you may search your deck for up to 2 grass energy cards, attach them to one of your Pokemon, then shuffle your deck. So this is our energy acceleration, and we want to always be getting that set up turn 2 if possible. And our Executor Rowlet tag team helps us do that. One of the main attackers of the deck, I will say one of the main attackers, since Egg Rowlet is attacking a lot, is Rillaboom VMAX. Now, the Rillaboom V had already come out in a tin, but now we have Rillaboom VMAX as well. So 330 HP. It has 2 attacks. The first one, Scratch for 50, isn't really a big deal. That's just kind of a filler attack that's there. But Max Beating for 4 energy, it does 130. And then you can discard up to 3 grass energy from Rillaboom VMAX, and it does 50 damage more for every one you discard. So a max of 280 damage there. And then we're using the 2 Executor Rowlet tag team, and it is initially here for its Super Growth attack, which for free, search your deck for a card that evolves from one of your grass Pokemon, put it onto that Pokemon to evolve it. That Pokemon is now a Stage 1 Pokemon. Search your deck for a Stage 2 Pokemon that evolves from it, and put it on that Pokemon to evolve it. So a really nice free attack. We can use it turn 1 going first to go from Grookey to Thwackey to Rillaboom and get that ready to go as early as turn 1, evolve it, and start using its ability turn 2. And then Rowlet and Executor tag team also has Calming Hurricane for Grass Colorless, 150, heal 30 damage from this Pokemon. Very nice attack with a little bit of healing there. And then Tropical Hour GX, actually a very good GX attack if you can pull it off. Its full effect is for 6 energy. It needs 3 extra energy. It does 200, so for 6 energy, it shuffles all of your opponent's energy into their deck. Very, very devastating GX attack. Really great when you get to pull it off. Then I also have 2 Dedenne GX for its Dede Change ability. Just some quick burst draw if we need to grab. Basically, if we start out with like a Rillaboom V as our starting Pokemon, no Grookey, no Alolan Executor tag team, no way to get it. We have a Quick Ball and that's it, or Dedenne and that's it. Dede Change, try to hit the Switch, the Rowlet, the Grookey, everything we need for our turn 1 plays. And that's all the Pokemon. Like I said, this is a very early, just consistency-based list. I'm just going for, let's get the turn 2 Rillaboom set up. Let's get the turn 3 Tropical Hour or the turn 2 Max Beating as often as we can, work on the consistency. Then we'll add some tech Pokemon. So there are a lot of tech Pokemon you can use in this. There's Celebi Venusaur tag team, Snivy Venusaur tag team, Delmise V, Shaman Prism. There's a bunch of cards that you can consider putting into this deck, but right now I'm just focusing on the consistency and like the basic core to get it working. And it is working pretty impressively. If you are a patron, be sure to go check out the gameplay video over there. It should be up when this video is up on YouTube. So for our draw supporters, we've got 4 Professor Research, discard your hand, draw 7, and 2 Marnie. So for a little shuffle draw and also disrupting your opponent, potentially. Pretty basic draw support lineup there. And of course, we also have the 2 Dedenne GX, which helps us draw cards. Then I've got 2 Malolana, which we can use for just the switching effect or switch and heal 120 damage. So Malolana is really strong since we have some bulky Pokemon. Rowlet can heal. We have the Life Forest Prism to heal, which we'll get to in just a bit. So Malolana is really good since it can heal and also switch our Pokemon that are really bulky. We have 2 Bosses Order for gust effects. If we're able to use a Gust effect as a supporter for the turn, if we don't need to draw cards or heal or switch with one of our other supporters, Boss's Orders is really strong to just guaranteed Gust up any Pokemon we want to. We've got one Guzma here, so it can search out a Stadium card, a Special Energy, and a tool. We'll get to our Special Energy Stadiums and tools in just a moment here, but the one Guzma is really strong since we're also playing Tag Call. Then for Ball Search, we've got 3 Quick Ball and 3 Netball. I went for 3 Quick Ball, 3 Netball instead of 4 Netball, 2 Quick Ball, just because I wanted the extra Quick Ball that's an out to searching for Dedenne GX. And then, of course, Netball, if you're not aware, Netball, search your deck for a basic Grass Pokemon or a Grass Energy card. Reveal it and put it into your hand. So it's a little bit of a versatile card that you can get either your basic Grass Pokemon or your basic Grass Energy with it. One consideration I have is maybe this deck needs like 1 Evolution Incense or a couple Pokemon Communication just to have a way to search out your Rillaboom VMAX. Then going on with the trainers, I know there's a bit of a glare up here, so I'm trying to avoid that. If you haven't noticed, I'm trying out a little bit of a new setup for deck profiles, so let me know what you think of it. Hopefully the cards are a little bit more clear. I've got some new lighting going on and stuff, so still working out the kinks with it. But continuing with the deck profile, we got the 2 Tag Call, which can grab our Rowlet and a Guzma or a Malolana, so pretty versatile card again. And the turn 1 Tag Call for Rowlet Guzma can be pretty good since we're running the new Capture Energy, which we will get to in just a moment here. Then we've got 4 Switch. Like I said, our Pokemon have high retreat costs, so we definitely want to be moving in and out of the Pokemon and making sure we get that turn 1 attack with the Rowlet. Dropped a couple cards here. One moment. Sorry about that. So yeah, we want to be switching out the whatever's active to go into our Super Growth to evolve up to the Rillaboom with Rowlet. We want to make sure we're getting that done consistently. Move a couple cards around here. And then we've got 2 Big Charms since we want to make our bulky Pokemon even bulkier. Unfortunately, the Rillaboom VMAX does not have 4 retreat cost, or we could put a buff padding on it. But the Big Charm makes either of our big Pokemon a little bit bigger with plus 30 HP with the Big Charm. And then I've got a couple of 1-ofs here. We've got 1 Ordinary Rod, 1 Energy Recycle System, and 1 Life Forest Prism. And the Life Forest Prism is nice. I would like to maybe get another Stadium in here, maybe a Chaotic Swell or a Power Plant. Probably not a Viridian Forest, because we usually draw into our energy pretty frequently since we have it. We can also get an energy back with Energy Recycle System in a pinch. And then for energy, we've got 1 Weakness Guard energy. Since our Pokemon are weak to fire, Rowlet and Rillaboom VMAX alike are both weak to fire, so maybe it's better to just get some tech Pokemon in here that can better deal with fire attackers. But for now, I've got a Weakness Guard energy. Just trying that out. And then we've got 2 Capture Energy. I'm going to try to maybe put these like this or something just to avoid this glare. Like I said, I'm still working out the kinks with the new setup. But the Capture Energy is very cool. When you attach this card to one of your Pokemon, you can search your deck for a basic Pokemon and put it onto your bench. I actually get to use this in the gameplay over on Patreon. And I really like this card because it's reminiscent of Call Energy. So I'm going to be trying this out in some decks, I think, and seeing how it works. I've really liked it in this deck so far, though, because that turn 1 Tag Call for Rowlet Guzma, then Guzma for your Capture Energy, attach, get the Grookey. You already have the Rowlet, either switch or retreat with the Capture Energy if you need to. Really cool card. I love the function that it provides. And then we've just got 6 and 6, 12 Grass Energy to round out the deck here. So 15 energy in total. Let me see if I can line these up in a little bit of a better fashion here. There we go. So the 2 Capture Energy and the 1 Weakness Guard. Move this up a little. The Grass Energy can have a bit of a glare on it. You know what they are. So yeah, this is my Rillaboom VMAX deck as of now. And like I said, it's in its really early base form, and I'm just going for the consistency, and so far it's working really consistently, and that's what the goal was. So now's the time where I'll add in some of the text like I mentioned. Maybe think about the Pokecom to get a search option for Rillaboom VMAX, maybe the Celosaur to kind of better the mill matchup since it can shuffle all your resources back into the deck. Maybe Shaman Prism because it's a really solid one prize attacker. So definitely a lot of considerations for techs, like you've seen in the pre-Rebel Clash Rillaboom boxes. So like I said, this is my list so far. If you're interested in the gameplay I've done over on Patreon, maybe that's a reason for you to join the Patreon if you're interested in doing so at this time. Like I said, link is in the description below for that. Also, subscribe to this channel if you want to see more content like this in the future. I will be covering Rebel Clash daily once it hits ptcgo. I've already done some pre-ptcgo Rebel Clash content like you see here, so be sure to go check out the other deck profiles and battles I've done on the channel. Check out potownstore.com if you need PTCGO codes, and use code CELIO for 5% off. Like I said, hope you enjoyed the video. Everyone have a great day, and I'll see you next time here on Celio's Network.